everybody, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I thought I would do I want to say a bit of a different video, but if you watch my shorts, you'll know that it all kind of includes, and obviously if you watch my TikToks as well, then you'll know that I've been on a weight loss journey. And I wanted to share with you all. So how are you all, for starters? I've missed you all so much. I cannot believe it's been like, what, 4 months since I've done a YouTube video? Sorry about that. I know, it's been a long time. But I do post shorts if you don't watch them already. And they do pretty well, and that's why I post them, to be honest. I've got my laptop here. I'm gonna turn it on silent now. I figured out how to do that. There we go. So it's quiet now. Yeah, I've got my laptop here because I'm gonna basically look at the notes on my laptop. But I haven't even told you what I'm actually doing. So basically, I don't know what I'm gonna call this video yet, but I wanted to sit here, chat with you all, and just talk about what I would do differently if I was starting my weight loss journey again, or if I have to in the future. Fingers crossed I don't, but if I have to in the future, then we'll see. And what I would definitely do differently. First thing I really want to talk about is basically where I would go, where would I first start? Now, when I first started my weight loss journey, if you don't know, I do speak about this quite a lot. I was 17 stone. I was so embarrassed. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know where to start. I just wanted to eat healthier and move more. I feel like that's the whole, how it works really. And I was basically doing like no exercise whatsoever. And yeah, I was quite embarrassed about it. I just didn't know where to start, and I just couldn't believe I got to the weight I did. When I first weighed myself, I just didn't know what to say or do. And I just kind of looked at it like, well, I'm not telling anyone. I was really nervous. And I didn't actually take any photos of like me before or anything like that. So I just basically used my videos from like YouTube and TikTok, because I don't have any before videos, proper videos, because I was too embarrassed, because I never thought I would share it. And plus, I think what I thought as well, I never thought I would actually do it as well. I think that's where it comes down to. I didn't think I would actually lose weight. I remember thinking when I first started, I was like, it'd be nice if I got to 14 stone. And when I got to the 14 stone mark, I got really emotional, because I was like, oh my God, I actually made it to the 14 stone mark. And I feel like if you have never done it, you'll never understand. Or if you're gonna have to do it, then you'll never understand, in my opinion. But I don't know. It's just like a really surreal feeling. You just don't think you're ever gonna do it. And then when you do, you're like, oh my God, I can't believe I actually did it. I actually can't believe I had the willpower to do it. So what I'm trying to say is, I would definitely look into it further. I would definitely look into being in a calorie deficit, is what I'm trying to say. I never understood what a calorie deficit was. I was just trying to lower my calories as much as possible. And I think this is why it took me 2 years on and off. I was on and off because I was going through some stuff like in 2022 and 2023. So I did split for a bit. And I did stop for about, I think it was in total about 6 months, maybe a bit longer, I can't remember. So that's why it took me 2 years to lose 4 stone, 10 pounds. Yeah, 4 stone, 10 pounds, yeah. I had to really think about that. Yeah, I think if I first got into a calorie deficit, I would have I would have probably lost more easily, but I was just basically just trying to just minimalize my calories and stuff like that. Like the portion sizes, I'll try and see if I can find some photos on Instagram. The portion sizes of my meals when I was trying to lose weight was actually frustrating. I was eating barely anything, but then what I was doing is, because I was eating barely anything, I was starving. So I was going to like Asda and getting like cakes and things like that, and like sweets and everything that I was craving, because I was starving myself. And this is why it didn't happen. I think from doing that, I think I lost about, I think it was about 2 stone, I think it was. Well, I can't remember. I think it was 2.5 stone. Because I think I went down from 17, obviously I was 17 stone when I first started in April 2022. And then when I started my first calorie deficit, in June 2023, I was 15 stone 5. So I did lose weight in about a year and I'd say about a year and a bit. It was like a year and 3 months on and off. but I think that's purely from starving myself. I did do it the wrong way to start off with, and I feel like a lot of people do that. I don't feel like I'm the only one, but yeah, I went to the gym 5 days a week. Like, I did everything I needed to do, but I don't think I was eating enough calories, and I think that's where I went wrong. But I feel like ever since I started in a calorie deficit, I feel like I've learned a lot, and I just like the person I've become, I think, in a way. Definitely. I mean, I'm still learning to love my body, of course, who isn't? But I feel like I am getting better at that. And now I don't even calorie count, which I think is insane considering someone's been doing it on and off for 2 years. It's kind of insane that I've stopped calorie counting now and I'm still losing weight. How insane is that? My April goal for this year was this month, should I say, was to stop weighing myself, because I used to weigh myself like every day. I got into a really bad habit. I personally would not recommend weighing yourself every day, but some people like the fitness people on TikTok and whatever, on Instagram, wherever you follow it, they do actually recommend to do it, but I think it got into a really bad place with me, so I don't anymore, and I wouldn't recommend it. But when I first started, I used to weigh myself weekly, and that was fine, so I would recommend doing it weekly. But now I'm weighing myself every month because the scales are getting very on top of me a bit, and I was just kind of like hating myself for that, and it made me feel like crap. So now, ever since I've started weighing myself monthly, this is only the first month, but I haven't weighed myself all month, I feel like it's gotten a lot better, and I feel happier in my body for sure, and I'm getting clothes that fit me, and like, it's insane. Like, my jeans are a size 12. I just can't believe it. When I was a size 18 in jeans. It's unreal. It's unreal. And you're gonna say, Caitlin, we're all beautiful in our bodies, whatever size we are. Yes, I get it. Obviously, it's personal preference. I would rather personally be a size 12 than a size 18 like I was, because I was so unhappy. But obviously, like, each to their own. I'm not judging anyone, obviously, but I just wanted to point that out because I don't want any negative comments, because this has not come out negatively. It's just basically what I'm trying to say is, it's obviously a personal preference. That's all I'm trying to say, really. If you are unhappy, then start today. Do you know what I mean? Like, I didn't even start in January. I started in April 2022. It's a very random month, I know, but I started, and I'm glad I did, because I never look back. And if it takes you 2 years, it takes you 2 years. In 2 years' time, you're going to be happy, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Not necessarily. Some days, obviously, are better than others, but overall, I do feel like it outweighs it a lot. So, yeah. Anyway, let's get into it. So what I'll do, first things first, if you want to be in a calorie deficit, I would fill out a TDEE calculator. Now, I follow Bethany Dobson on TikTok, Instagram. I'll link it all down below for you all. In her bio, she has a TDEE calculator. You fill out your details, your age, your name, height, weight, everything like that, and it'll come up with your calories. It'll come up with your calories, and it'll come out with your, and I'll ask you like how fit you are. That's what I'm trying to say. Is that the right word? I don't know. But yeah, so basically, fill it out, and it'll tell you obviously how many calories you want. And I personally use MyFitnessPal because it's great. Because I feel like it's great because you can scan things without having to type everything in. It's such I hate doing that. So when I noticed that you could actually scan things, it made it so much easier. Like, I really liked MyFitnessPal. So I would recommend using that if you haven't already. People use NutriCheck, but I used that and I didn't get on with it. Obviously, we're all personal preference. If you get on with one and not the other, then it's up to you. But I'm just obviously talking about my personal preference. Yeah, so I would highly recommend following, if you haven't got Instagram or TikTok, she's also on Facebook. I do have her on Facebook, but I don't know how much she posts. I think it's about the same, to be honest. So yeah, she has easy recipes, like one-pot recipes. Honestly, I am a sucker for I can't be arsed, basically. I'm a tired gal, and I cannot be bothered to be pissing around and cooking loads of stuff I feel like with her recipes, she literally has, like, I have like basic things in most of the time. I don't have these fancy things in. I literally have basic of basic things, and she does everything with basic things. You don't have to go out and find like random things you've never heard of before, which I love about her recipes. They're super easy. You've always got it in the house, and I would highly recommend getting it. And it makes it super cheap as well. She does a lot of things with chicken, which I eat a lot of chicken anyway, and obviously it's cheap. Well, cheaper than obviously the average red meats and stuff like that, but obviously whatever. I only eat mince and chicken, and maybe a bit of salmon and prawns, but it's mainly chicken, to be honest. And I would highly recommend just checking her out if you haven't already. I will link them down below, like I said, because she's just helped me out so much. So the next thing I wanted to talk about is, how do you find it when the scales don't move? Now, I think when I first got into a calorie deficit, the scales didn't move for about 2 to 3 weeks, I think. And I was getting really like on top of myself. I was kind of like, right, I'm going to give up soon. I'm going to give up. And I was kind of like, no, Caitlin, just stick to it. They'll move. And you kind of just have to stick to it. I know it's hard. It's easier said than done, for sure. Oh, it definitely is. But personally for me, if I didn't, I wouldn't be in this situation. Since last June, I've lost 3 stone and a pound. Yeah, that sounds right. For context, I was 15.5 and now I'm 12.4. So yeah, yeah, that is right. I had to really think about that. So yeah, since last June, I have lost 3 stone and 1 pound. Like, that is insane to me. I cannot believe it. And I've just stuck in the calorie deficits last June. Obviously around Christmas time and stuff like that, and obviously you're not going to eat clean all the time, trust me, definitely not. I mean, but as overall, as long as you're doing it, like I always say, either 5 out of 7 or 6 out of 7. I normally say 6 out of 7. 6 out of 7 days of the week, if you're eating good and obviously in moderation, then you're going to do it fine. I am a good one as well, because I personally don't drink. So if you're a big drinker and stuff like that, obviously it does have calories in it. I couldn't tell you because I don't drink. So obviously my calorie deficit might be a bit easier than other people. I personally don't go out a lot either. I'd say I have some friends, but we can never match our shifts right. So I don't go out a lot. It's normally me and Josh that go out, to be honest, and the odd occasion I'll go out with a friend, but it's very, very hard to, because we just can't match our shifts. So I hardly see anyone. And not in a bad way, that sounds like awful, but do you know what I mean? So I think that's where it comes down to as well. Maybe that's why I've lost so much weight in the short amount of time. But some weeks I wouldn't lose any weight. Other weeks I could lose like 4 pounds. It was like crazy to me. I'll try and put some samples up, because I actually have it all written in my notes from last June, I think it is, or last May. I don't know, I can't remember. I'll kind of like list some, like some weeks I wouldn't lose any, other weeks I would. Like, I'll just put a sample up because I do have some in there. And it just is what it is. Honestly, it is what it is. But you just kind of have to just keep going and just hope for the best. And that's all I did. That's all I did, honestly. And it's just worked out so well. It's crazy. So, when I want to put this in context as well. So obviously, if you do know my journey, I did drive for the first year of my diet, and because I was going to the gym 5 days a week, because obviously I could, because I wasn't walking as much. Now I've dropped it down to 3 days because I walk a ton, because obviously I can't drive, and I go 3 times a week. And I feel like that is like the best work-life balance I've ever had, personally. I have days off in between, and I've never felt like so much better about myself. And I've actually started to enjoy the gym. When I was going 5 days a week, I was getting really stressed about it. And I think this is why I stopped losing weight for a bit, because I was just so stressed. And apparently, I didn't know this, but I feel like it's good. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm probably going to say it wrong. But I'll try my best not to. Don't give out false information. But when you're stressed, you carry more water, I think. I say I think because I don't want to be wrong, but I think that's how it is. You carry warm water, and it's just like, and that's how you weigh heavier, which I think is like insane. So I got really stressed, and I think this is why I was either gaining weight or just not losing it. And yeah, and when I stress as well, obviously I have seizures. and I have eczema, so it's bad as well, and I eat a lot, so it's just a great time when I'm stressed. Yeah, highly recommend. But yeah, so yeah, I think that's how it goes down. But obviously, I think if I was still driving, I probably would go 5 days a week personally, because obviously it's just easier. But obviously now, because I can't, I just, yeah. But I would highly recommend, obviously, everyone's lives are different. Obviously, I don't have kids, I live on my own. You know, I work full time, like, it's one of them. But obviously, everyone's different. But I personally try and do at least 10,000 steps a day. And I go to the gym 3 times a week. Now, I used to hate going to the gym. I would go, when I first started the gym, I used to go like half an hour and be like, that's done. I'm done now. I'm not going anymore. Honestly, I hate it so much. Now, I can be there for like an hour and a half. It's crazy. I just like forget that I've been there for so long. Just like, okay, back at home now. It's crazy. I really enjoy the gym now. And with the gym as well, because obviously it's so hard to get into, I think what it is that when I first started the gym, I would just do cardio. I would just head for the treadmills, beeline for the treadmills, beeline for the rowing machine, because I know how to do that, and beeline for the cross trainer. That was anything I did. I was too scared to do anything else. I was honestly so worried what anyone would think about me and stuff like that. And I think it helped as well. I went to Pure Gym, so that did not help. I don't know if you've heard anything bad things about Pure Gym. Personally, for me, our gym is in the town centre and it's very open. So I feel like, and because it's cheap as well, I just feel like everyone goes there. And it was just, I just always felt so embarrassed. I was there for about, I want to say a year maybe? No, maybe 9 months. Yeah, I was there for 9 months. And I hate it. I hate it so much. Yeah, I could never get into it. But I did start growing into it more, and I did start doing weights, and I felt like they'd help me a lot. And then when I feel like they did help me, and I did actually like love doing weights and stuff like that. So, but I still felt like I just wasn't comfortable there. The gym I go to now is not far from my house, a 20-minute walk, and it is the best gym I've ever been to. Obviously, I've only been to three gyms in my whole lifetime. 4, including like the school gym you used to go to at the leisure centre. But I think this one has just been my favourite gym so far. Like, I don't know if it's because I got further along in my weight loss journey. Personally, for me, the staff are all nice in there. They're easy to talk to. I honestly, like, I just can't believe I actually love the gym. That's the whole realization to me. I just can't believe I love the gym. And I feel like that's what's helped me like the gym more. So I feel like if you have like major gym anxiety and you have been there for a while, I would maybe try and switch gyms if you can. Yeah, the only reason why I obviously stopped going to Pure Gym was for the fact of I got diagnosed with epilepsy, didn't know what was happening with me, so I just stopped the contract and just stopped going. And I thought, okay, maybe hopefully I'll start going again. And then when I saw this one's not far from me, I was like, I'm gonna try it. And I'm so glad I did. I'm so glad I switched gyms, because honestly, I feel so much comfortable in it. I literally walked up there, went straight to the weights, and I honestly have just never felt better. I actually am so proud of myself. Now, I just go up to the machine and just start using it. I start using it. Never would have done that in my whole life. Never would. Obviously, some days are obviously better than others. Like some days, like today, I've really enjoyed my gym session. On Sunday, I hate it so much, I want to go home straight away. It's just obviously like how it is. But I honestly can't believe how much confidence I've actually had since being at this gym. And I've been there a year in May, and honestly, like, it's just getting better and better. I just love it so much. So yeah, like I said, if you've got major gym anxiety and you have been there for a while, maybe switch gyms. That might help. Obviously, I'm not saying it helps obviously for everyone, but just see how it goes. If you can, obviously. I want to talk about this as well, because when I first started the gym, I wanted to be active every single day. I did. And then when I first got diagnosed with epilepsy, and obviously I stopped driving, I still wanted to go to the gym 5 days a week. And this is what I told myself. Obviously I just spoke about it now. I got so stressed out. I honestly just wanted to go to the gym 5 days a week. And it was impossible for me. I was knackered. I honestly was stressing myself out. I wasn't losing any weight. And yeah. So I just want to say rest days are just important as your gym days or active days, whatever you do. Because I wish I learned that sooner, and I did. And you know what? It's quite funny actually, because I actually started losing more weight going less times than I did going more, because I think when you put your body under so much stress, you obviously carry more water, and obviously you are going to weigh more on the scales. So I think that is why, and obviously I've got on a best balance, and obviously like I said, I enjoy the gym a lot more now. So if you are stressing yourself out, just cut your days down 3 to 4 times a week, you know, whatever, do what you gotta do. Personally, for me, for now, I go to the gym twice a week and I run twice a week as well. And I feel like that is like, yeah, gotten a lot better. I feel like a lot better with me. And like I said, I'm not calorie counting anymore. I'm just like eating what I would normally would and just, you know, hoping for the best. And I'm actually doing pretty well with that as well. And I feel better in myself, because I feel like not everything is looking at calories and looking at a thing going, this is like 300 calories, I'm not eating that. Now I feel like I've gotten a lot better with food, and I've got a better relationship with food personally. But yeah. So I wanted to speak about my goal weight as well. So obviously, like I said, when I first started my calorie, well, obviously when I first started my weight loss journey, I was 17 stone. I wanted to get to 14 stone, and that was like my goal weight, like 14 stone, that was it. And then obviously when I got to 14 stone, I was still kind of like, I don't want to be this weight. My overall goal weight was 11 stone, but if I do stay the weight I am now, that doesn't bother me. Because I feel better in my body. I feel like I'm a good size. I feel like, obviously, I just want to be more active and just eat healthier, and obviously just do whatever I'm doing now. Just keep at it, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Because that's what I want. I just want a healthier lifestyle. I just want to be better, and that's why I've started running. Because I've started to basically just challenge myself a bit more. I love the gym, but I just want to just challenge myself a bit more. One day I want to run a half marathon, then a marathon, and so on and so on. This is why I started running, and I'm on week 4 of Couch to 5K, and I ran for 5 minutes straight today. I'm actually so proud of myself, and I always get really emotional when I've done obviously a length of time straight for the first time, because I'm like, 1, can't believe I've done it. 2, I just feel like, because I don't know if you know, obviously if you've never heard my story before, when I first started my weight loss journey, I started the Couch to 5K, and I think I got to about week 2, and then I just started the gym. I was struggling so much. I cut out most of the Couch to 5K, I wasn't doing it, I wasn't completing it properly, and overall I was just like, nah, I can't do this. So when I've reached obviously week 4 and I'm actually doing it, I just got so emotional, I started crying in the gym, because I did it on the treadmill today, and it's quite funny. I got too emotional, honestly, over a bloody run. But I feel like it's easier said than done. If you know what it's like, then you'll know, but I just can't believe I'm doing it. I'm just so proud of myself. And you don't have to be vain to be proud of yourself, in my opinion anyway. Yeah. So what helped me with the gym as well, I forgot to actually say this, is always have a plan. I always follow TikToks. I have a couple of TikToks to switch it up. So I have 2 leg day ones, and I have 2 arm day ones to kind of switch it up, because I just get bored easy. Always have a plan, because I feel like then you're fine. I used to go to the gym and never have a plan, and I'd get super stressed and just kind of stand there for ages looking at my phone what do I even do? Now I have a plan, I go straight to it and just hope for the best. And it always works pretty much. So if you are obviously nervous about the gym and stuff like that, then definitely have a plan. Always TikTok stuff, even if it's obviously I still do beginners workouts sometimes, and it's fine. It is what it is. And yeah, I would highly recommend that. TikTok is just my best friend, really, for any weight loss tips or anything like that. Also, the calorie deficit thing as well. What's always helped me is if I fancy some sweets, I never cut it out of my diet. What I do is just eat it in moderation. like, or I swap things out. Like, I'm always a pudding gal, love something sweet, always love something sweet. When I first started my calorie deficit, I was like, I need something for pudding that's high in calorie, low in calories, high in protein. And I come across these like protein cheesecakes, and I was like, I can make that. It's super easy. And I used to, I haven't done it in ages, to be honest, because I kind of got sick of it. But yeah, I would highly recommend making protein cheesecakes because they were so tasty. I think I got them down to about 200 calories, I think about under 300 calories. I can't remember the exact calories, so I'm not going to say. But I'll post my TikTok as well, as well in the comments down below. Because it was under 300 calories, it was something stupid, like 20 grams of protein, and overall, like, really tasty. If you wanted to bulk it out as well, I would bulk it out with, like, fruit and stuff like that, and just helped a lot. So I would highly recommend doing that. I eat a lot of fruit anyway, but because, you know, fruit, I feel like you have to eat quite quick, unless it's, like, apples or bananas or something like that. I buy a lot of like frozen raspberries because you can kind of eat them frozen, they're fine. They defrost quite quick because they're quite small. So I would highly recommend getting like frozen raspberries and stuff like that. That's just helped me a lot. I pair it with anything, like literally anything. But if you didn't want to go down the protein cheesecake route, there's always protein puddings as well. I literally mix it with Greek yogurt, chocolate protein powder, a bit of hazelnut spreads, chuck it in a bowl, mix it all together, and you've literally got a low calorie, high protein, like protein bowl. And I just mix it with like recently I'm having it meringues, and I'll put a picture on screen, and I'll pop that down below as well. And I just have it with like, yeah, meringues, fruit, stuff like that really, and it's just helped me a lot, and it just cures my sweet tooth. Also, I wanted to say as well, when I first started my weight loss journey, obviously I just wanted to lose weight, as everyone does. So I wasn't doing anything, I was just doing cardio only. What helped me to lose the weight I did was weight training. Well, weight training helped me so much. Weight training and a cardio after helped me so much. Honestly, like, everyone always says, like, I don't want to be too bulky, so I'm not going to start weights. Honestly, it doesn't make you bulky. It just kind of like, I don't know. It doesn't make you bulky though, unless obviously you want to be bulky. Like, obviously I don't look bulky, and I feel like it's just helped me so much, and it's made me lose the weight I have. So I would highly recommend doing the weights, like just like doing something small, even if you just get the free weights and just put them in a corner. That's what I did to start off with, and kind of just like in your own corner, in your own thing. Now I'm in the big boy bit, I'm doing my weights with the big boys. And I just don't care, because I've realised no one cares what you're doing. Honestly, earlier I was on the treadmill and I was running and I nearly slipped over. Honestly, my life flashed before my eyes. I nearly fell over. I just carried on running. No one noticed. No one even batted an eyelid. Honestly, I felt quite embarrassed, but I didn't need to because no one cares. So yeah, I know it's easier said than done, but I just hope this helps one person at least. Okay, so I look a bit of a mess and the camera's facing reversed. So sorry if I look really random, but what I'm trying to say is I had a question on Instagram and I really wanted to answer it here, and I'd already filmed the video. So I thought I would just pop in here and just basically talk about it. So the question was, have you tried any weight loss, like shakes or anything like that? Personally, for me, I haven't. It does obviously work for some people. Obviously, we're all different in our own way, personally, obviously. Personally, for me, I don't think it would work. I'm a very hungry gal, and I know obviously they're meal replacements, but I still think that, and I don't like milkshakes. So that's another thing. That's one, I don't like milkshakes. And two, I just don't think I could personally, because I just like my food and I think I'd rather eat it than drink it. But obviously, like I said, people have tried it. I follow people on Instagram and TikTok that have tried it and done it. But I wanted to do this where I wanted to lose weight, but I wanted to keep the weight off. And for me, that's obviously just learning about food. And I don't want to be on meal replacement shakes forever. Does that make sense? I feel like meal replacement shakes and stuff like that can be very temporary. And I wanted more of a lifestyle change more than just a diet, and that's why I started getting into a calorie deficit and just kind of learn about food and stuff like that. So I hope that makes sense. But yes, I hope you all enjoyed this video. I'm sorry it's so long. I just feel like I could talk about this all day, honestly. But yes, I hope this helps at least one person. I'll try and get before and after photos as well of me, like obviously now and before, and videos and stuff like that. I'll try and see what I can do. And yeah, but I hope you all enjoyed. Please like and subscribe. Please comment down below what you want to see next. My birthday's coming up soon, so I'll probably post like a what I get for my birthday. Me and Josh are going to Disneyland Paris in May, so that's exciting. So I may have to take you all along with me, even if it's just shorts. It's still better than nothing, but I'll try and maybe video as well, because that'd be pretty exciting. And yeah, I'll see you all soon.